when it does not add up to what it should be, the evolving toric science. As I grow and gray, I learn from my mistakes and share the knowledge. So my story. This is how it goes. My evolution as a toric surgeon. When I look back at my results, what happened? The results, the surprising ones and the shocking one. They're all there in the story. Every toric story begins with this, and mine was no different, the markings. I began with the highly recommended bubble marker. Explored the use of Purkinje images on slit clamp to improve the markings preoperatively. While doing so, align the horizontal slit with the Purkinje image in both the eye to confirm that there is no head tilt before I mark the axis. Thereafter, use the pen to mark the horizontal and the vertical axis on the slit lamp preoperatively. Realize that the pen alone does not work, gets washed away, especially if used on the conjunctiva. The needle can be used with the pen, but this is what happens. The eyeball moves, seeing the needle approaching the eye. Using a toric reference marker on the slit clamp worked better than the needle in the pen. The preoperative reference marks placed on the cornea usually stay and are used as the benchmarks to mark the site of incision intraoperatively. Before inserting the foldable hydrophobic toric intraocular lens, the axis of placement is marked. Smudging of the marks occurs if there is even a little fluid on the corneal surface. A little viscoelastic left behind the lens can cause rotation of the lens in early postoperative period. Hence, a complete viscoelastic wash is recommended. Finally, at the end of the surgery, I recheck the axis of placement with the axis marker. First postoperative day, a dilated slit lamp examination to look for misalignment. So, time to look into what I've been up to, the surprising results. The surprises were patients with residual astigmatism at final glass appointment with a flipped axis. Patients with perfectly placed intraocular lenses in the suggested axis with no misalignment had a flipped axis on their final glass appointment. Preoperative refractive error of with the rule astigmatism became against the rule astigmatism in the final glass prescriptions. Another thing noticed was my misalignments were more often patients with not exact 90 and 180 degrees of placements, that is, oblique astigmatisms. Leading to a question, is it difficult to put an oblique in its place? Now, for the shocking one. This result truly shocked me. What have I done? Corrected with the rule and gifted against the rule astigmatism of almost the same magnitude to the patient. So, when does the surprise become a shock? When one is correcting an astigmatism, that is with the rule, and is less than 1.5 diopters. This is what happened in this case. The manifest refractive error was -1 at 180 and the residual was more than that in the opposite axis. The toric lens had done its job, but what had spoiled the results? Unexpected surgically induced astigmatism and an unexpected posterior corneal curvature. All the surprises and shocks have been experienced by other toric surgeons as well, and ascribed to these factors which are not in the surgeon's hands. The factors being the anterior chamber depth, the axial length, the surgically induced astigmatisms, markings, posterior corneal curvature, and the rotation of the lens. These variables have not been completely addressed at times while placing the toric intraocular lens. This is what leads to unexpected surprises and shocks. So the science continues to evolve, and so does the surgeon.